Good morning, students. We were discussing about the mode of nutrition. There are the different mode of nutrition, student: autotrophic and heterotrophic. And heterotrophic again divided into three types of mode of nutrition, like holozoic and saprophytic and parasitic. And in this, there is another mode of nutrition in which the living organism can make their own food, and that mode of nutrition is known as autotrophic. Now in my surrounding you can observe, student, there are the plants, there are the greenish plants. All these greenish plants make their own food with the help of one important process that is known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis process facilitate the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Means with the help of photosynthesis, plants can make their own food, and this process facilitates the autotrophic mode of nutrition. In this, the plants need carbon dioxide, sunlight, and with this they also need water and chlorophyll. Now you can observe the green beauty of the plant in my surrounding. In the green beauty, there is one colorful pigment is involved, student, and that green pigment is known as chloroplast. Now this chloroplast is trapping the light of the sun, and the sunlight is falling on the plants, and with the help of that they are splitting the water. Means water molecules are splitting, and with this the carbon dioxide is also reduced, and in the reduction there is one important substance is produced inside the plant. And what is it, student? It is glucose. After preparing the glucose, that glucose is stored inside the plant's parts in the form of starch, student. So they store the carbohydrate in the form of starch. Now in this you can observe the different parts of the plant. All the part of the plants do the photosynthesis if they have the greenish pigment in them, means if they have the chloroplast. If we observe the plant, then there are the two parts, shoot and root. The photosynthesis or the autotrophic mode of nutrition is done by the plants with the help of shoot, because the shoot contains the colorful pigment, means the greenish colorful pigment, and that helps to trap the light of the sun. So now we will discuss about the theoretical part of this process. So student, the biochemical reaction that is involved in the photosynthesis, it is this, student. In this, the carbon dioxide is reacting with the water, and water is absorbed by the root of the plants, and it is transported to the leaves with the help of one vascular tissue that is known as xylem, student. And inside the leaves there are the teeny pores are found that helps the plant to get the water or to get the carbon dioxide, and those teeny pores are known as stomata, student. So carbon dioxide is reacting with water, and what are they forming? They are forming carbohydrate or the glucose. And in this process, student, oxygen and water is releasing. Means when the plants make their own food with the help of carbon dioxide and water, then they form the carbohydrate or glucose with the releasing of oxygen and water. And that oxygen and water is also released with the help of the teeny pores, student, and those teeny pores are known as stomata. In this, student, the main raw material that is required by the plant. First is carbon dioxide, second is water, third is chlorophyll, fourth is sunlight. If any one raw material is absent in this process, then the plants can't make their own food or they can't do the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So for photosynthesis or the autotrophic mode of nutrition, these basic materials are required by the plant. Now the events that takes place in the photosynthesis, student, that we will discuss. First, absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Means first the sunlight fall on the leaves of the plant and where it is absorbed with the help of chlorophyll or with the help of the trapping. And in this there is one metal is also involved, student, and that metal is found with chlorophyll, and what we call it is magnesium, student. Magnesium helps the plant to trap the light of the sun. And as you can know about the types of chemical reaction, so we can say it the endothermic chemical reaction, because the heat and light energy of the sun is absorbing by the leaves of the plant. That's why we can say that this photosynthesis biochemical reaction is the type of endothermic chemical reaction. Next event, student, conversion of light energy to chemical energy. Here we can say that the carbohydrate is forming here, and with the help of sunlight, so we can say that the solar energy is converting into chemical energy. So here the conversion of light energy is taking place, and in the conversion there is splitting of water is also taking place, student. Splitting of water, in which the water is split into hydrogen and oxygen gas, and that hydrogen and oxygen gas is reacting with carbon dioxide, and what are they forming? They are forming carbohydrate or glucose. After this, the event that takes place, student, it is the reduction of CO2. Means carbon dioxide is reducing here, and that reduction, due to that reduction, what is forming, student? That is carbohydrate. So it is about the photosynthesis, student, and photosynthesis is the most important process from which all the living organisms are taking food. How, student? It is with the help of food chain. First, the solar energy is trapped by the plants, and they convert it into chemical energy. After that, that chemical energy is transferred to the different living organism in the form of food via food chain. So we can say that the photosynthesis is the important process by which all the living organisms are obtaining food directly or indirectly. And the living organisms that are taking food directly are known as greenish plants, and the other living organisms are known as herbivores or carnivores or omnivores, because they are also dependent on the plants. So we can say that the photosynthesis is the important process from which all the living organisms are obtaining food. So thank you very much and have a pleasant day.